Hello, this is Manuela Medina and Julian Cardoso, and our green place is the Botanic Garden. So, the main question is how can we protect green places in Bogota? For this question, we have developed a resource which is called Borama. We think it's important to have all the information. So, uh, we will have the general and the specific one. The general is the information around the world, and the specific one in Colombia, and more specific Bogota, and more specific the Botanic Garden. So here we have the Sustainable Development Goals, uh, which basically is a plan to have a sustainable future in order to protect our planet. And we are emphasizing in this 13 goal. Basically, many countries have been affected by the climate change due to earthquakes, tsunamis, and others. And the 13 goal talks about how can we limit the global temperature increase. As you know, this is like the big problem we have right now, and that's why many places in the world are being affected. So here we have the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development, and it is developed in order to balance society, economy, and the environment. Uh, the main purpose is to have a consumption and product balance, because something that Julian and I have like to conclude is that through education we can learn how to protect nature, and also it is a way to achieve the 13 goal and also all the goals I have mentioned previously. And well, here we have Colombia, and we have a parallel because we want to emphasize that about the Colombia biodiversity, and also all the exploitation of natural resources. So, as you know, in Colombia, some institutions and some people exploit natural resources illegally, in an illegal way, also in a legal, but in a but exaggerated way. So, as you know, this causes contamination, pollution, and also we have species trafficking, and it is a big problem in our country. So, through education, people can learn how they damage ecosystems and how to protect those habitats. As you know, fauna and flora are very important, and we have to protect them.
Okay, now let me present to you our national focus of interest. Now, to materialize these values at the local level, we would like to present the Botanical Garden of Bogota, Jose Celestino Mutis, an institution that mixes scientific research and environmental care, along with the spaces to learn and have fun with family, friends, or with big groups like college, school, high schools, and many other educational institutions. Also, maybe like some collectives that can be built in some localities of Bogota, some neighborhoods. Also make some relations with the Botanical Garden, and they offer some activities that we're going to explain a little bit. Um, to use what was mentioned by the United Nations in this context, it's important to, I don't know, highlight three things, 3 points, which are first, that the botanical garden, it's a park, is not just a park is not just a landmark, but it's an institution which is responsible for the care of the environment and the ecosystem, that is the flora and fauna of Colombia and Bogota and Cundinamarca. That's why we must approach it as it is, as there are many programs taking care of the place in itself. I mean, a botanical garden, as well as programs that are um, in charge of taking care of the whole regional environment. So, among which we have one that capture our attention, and about this is the second point. So let me show you the next slide. Okay, now you can see we are talking about the subdirection, educative and cultural subdirection, where they had an attempt to harmonize the relationship between humans and nature. How can this can be archived? Certainly through educational activities inside schools, such as courses, workshops, lectures, and seminars. They offer activities in public, private, and non-official educational institutions, and have a great impact on social networks. So these tools, they inform the localities of Bogota about their projects and implement them. So all this is is based on the logic of sustainable development and conservation of our ecosystem. Okay, which makes that citizens aware of the value of our fauna and flora, as well as its fundamental role in our daily lives. So, for that reason, let's go with the third point. That is, as a conclusion, we had to say that if we had to say what is the most important thing when it comes to taking care of environment and about the jardin botanical, it will have to be the education. So as it has been shown through the evidence, and we join to this movement by doing what we can, like this presentation, and giving out information uh, about the way that this landmark can be taken care of. So we can get closer to the harmony between humans and nature. That idea that the Jardín Botánico is materializing day to day in her work with the government, with the city, with the citizens, and this is why we are interested in highlight the work of Sandra Borges that you can see in the presentation in the slide. That is who is in charge of manage this cultural transformation in this institution that we call a landmark park research space, that is the Jardín Botánico José Celestino Mundi, Bogota. So thank you.